All right, you guys, so Juneteenth is coming. Juneteenth, I believe, is the 17th of June. That will be amongst us in the next 2 or 3 or 3.5 weeks. And that is the celebration of the end of slavery. You guys remember they hurried up and gave us that 12th federal holiday last year after the George Floyd killings. And the black people were so fucking pissed off. They was like, we got to do something. We got to give them something. So they gave us Juneteenth. So now that we are going to be officially celebrating the federal holiday, there's businesses that have come out with products that are also supposed to commemorate the celebration of the holiday. Walmart is the last company that we've heard about that came out with a ice cream. Okay. And it was simply called Juneteenth. And it was a red velvet and cheesecake swirl type of ice cream. It actually sounds very good. Even though it was the great value version. I was just like, can somebody, that give us better ice cream than great value come up with something? But anyway, all that aside, when they came out with the very festive carton of ice cream, they posted it on social media. The black people we wasn't happy about it, child. We really had a problem with it. And at first I didn't understand what the issue was. I was just like, we want people to understand the struggles that the black people have gone through when it comes to the slavery, slavery times. So what exactly is the problem? But then I started to realize that Walmart, being a company that's owned by, a white family, they're going to come out with a Juneteenth ice cream. They are going to make their money from it, and they're going to pocket that money. That money is not going to go towards anything that advances the community of the African American people. And, it's just yet another way that, white folks make money off of the struggles and the tragedies that black people have faced. And then when you really think about it, would they have a Holocaust ice cream? Would they have an ice cream that even celebrates the end of Holocaust and many other genocide type moments? Would they have an ice cream that celebrates that? No. Okay, so why is it that we got to be dealing with the Juneteenth ice cream? No, thank you. Okay, because when you really think about it, slavery is nothing to celebrate. All right, it was many years of the black race just put through, and that's putting it very, very lightly. Okay, so thank you, but no thank you. All right, we gonna be fine with just our regular ice cream that we've been using. Y'all ain't got to be putting out no fucking cartons and say Juneteenth, even though it does sound delicious. Y'all just come on out with the flavor and just call it red velvet and swirled cheesecake and let that be that. Okay, so y'all let me know what you think about it though. Did you guys were you guys like me and not really understanding what the fuss was? Because, I'm quick to say, people want to just be mad for something. But sometimes you really got to look at the situation and just be like, yeah, when you really finally do kind of sit down and think about it, yeah, that's probably not cool. And yeah, maybe we don't need Walmart to do that. So they have removed it from the plans of release. And they have apologized. They said that they misjudged. They thought that they were contributing to the celebrations. And we was like, nah, motherfucker, y'all trying to make some money off of our backs, okay? Blood, sweat, and tears that have gone, from slavery. So, but you guys let me know what you think. Did the ice cream bother you? And are you glad that they removed it? All right, you guys, next story up. It seems that it was Biggie's birthday the other day. I think May 20th. He would have been 50 years old, and all of New York was celebrating his birthday. Even saw that they had his face on the card. I don't know if it's called Metro there, but the card for the subway system or whatever, when you're using that to pay, they actually had his picture on the card. I think there was only a number of, so many that were made. So those will definitely become a collector's item. But anyway, the whole state was celebrating Biggie Smalls, Notorious Big. Mama named him Christopher Wallace. And very good for that. Evidently, Little Kim gives a birthday party for him every year. And this year there was a party where they were celebrating his birthday at Guastavinos. Guastavinos, I think I'm saying that correct. And at the party, there were many people that worked with Biggie, that were friends with Biggie, that loved him, including his kids. Little Kim did announce that there's a biopic. I always mess up that word. Biopic. There is a movie coming out about her life, coming very soon, you guys. Not sure how it's coming, if it's going to be on the silver screen or if it's going to be on the big screen, but she does confirm that it is coming. She said that it's coming along with her memoir that's being written is going to release at the same time. That's scheduled to hit the book stands closer to the end of the year, and this movie about her life will be coming out at the same time. Okay, so she's excited. She says that people are going to find out so many things about her, things that they had absolutely no idea about. So yeah, looking forward to hearing about the Queen Bee's life, what she's been through. I'm sure that it is quite colorful, so we'll be looking forward to that. Congratulations to Lil' Kim, and we'll see and read when it comes out. Will you be reading and watching? You guys, next story. So you guys remember when Isaiah Rashad was blasted, he was outed, I should say. When you're outed, it's always against your, against what you would want. But back in February of this year, there was a sex tape that was released of him having sex with two men. Okay. And he is a rapper, I believe. I know that he is on TDE, their record label, Top Dog Entertainment. That's the same label that Kendrick Lamar has just released his last album on. He was an artist there. No one knew that he was gay. And when that tape came out, even though I'm not really familiar with his music, I was sad for him. Like, first of all, if he's a rapper and he's in the closet, then this definitely was not the way that he wanted people to find out about his lifestyle, if he wanted them to find out at all. You guys know how I feel about people being outed. It's never cool. People should always be in charge of whether or not they want to let people know what they do in the privacy of their bedrooms. And so I just don't never like that kind of thing. And when that video came out, and it was all over Twitter, and it was graphic. Okay, so I'm sure it was a really hard time, a really tough time for him, because it's one thing to hear that somebody is gay, but then when you actually got the visuals to go along with it, that's a lot for any person who didn't want people to know that, to have to go through. So I felt really bad for him, but people did rally around him and did support him. And now it comes down that he is going to be in an interview with Joe Budden. Joe Budden just recently released like a little teaser where he's talking to him. He says how, when that whole tape dropped, Joe Budden had said to himself that, he's going to watch whoever does that interview with him. He's going to watch it. Okay. And now it turns out that Joe Budden is the one that's doing it. Okay. And so he asked him, so now what do you call yourself? What do you label yourself as, now that everybody knows, what happens if, that he's gay, basically. I don't know if he's gay, bisexual, but, and so that was like the little cliffhanger, that we'll see. Actually, the video comes out today. Today is Thursday. but you guys won't get this video until Friday. So the video, I believe the interview will already be up by the time this video comes up. Yeah, you guys, for what I understand, he's a very talented artist. I'm going to have to look into his music. I don't even really care about what the talent is or anything. When we're talking about somebody being outed this way, outed this way, it's just, but I do want to see this interview, and I would like to see what he has to say. And congratulations to Joe Budden for getting that interview, because from what I understand, there were quite some people that wanted to talk to him about it. So we'll see what he says. I don't know who was the person that actually released the videos originally. I don't know if they were brought to justice or what, because that ain't cool. That shit people need to be prosecuted for stuff like that. It's just never cool. Revenge porn especially is just never cool. So you guys let me know if you watched the interview, and let me know what you think. All right, you guys. So, I don't really know this woman, Coach Diana from the Dancing Dolls. Now, there was a show. I am familiar with the show. Was the name of the show Bring It? I believe that she was a coach on this show, and she had a group of girls that she, taught the dances to, and they were called the Dancing Dolls. Everybody knew them as the Dancing Dolls. That was indeed their name. Also at Southern University, the girls that are on the dance team there, they call themselves the Dancing Dolls. Actually, I've heard that word Dancing Dolls for a lot of dance teams at different schools. Okay. And Southern University went out and trademarked the name Dancing Dolls. Okay, child, why they do that? All right. Not only did they do that, but they also sent a cease and desist to Coach Diana, telling her that she could not use the word Dancing Dolls any longer because it now belonged to Southern University. Southern University is Joe's and Mr. They went to Southern University. So I'm just sitting there listening like, okay, I mean, it was a shrewd business move on Southern University's part. However, Coach Diana, who's had the name all this time, she didn't have it trademarked, but she did, after that happened, go out and trademark licensing in different ways, basically, that Southern couldn't use the word Dancing Dolls other than to announce the name of the team, the dance team. She's got marketing. They can't put anything on products to sell, t-shirts, sweatshirts, clothes, mugs, all of that. She's got control of that. She's trademarked Fabulous Dancing Dolls, and she has now gone around and made sure that she trademarked everything else besides just the name of Dancing Dolls, so that really Southern can't do anything other than just announce that's the name of the team. They won't be able to sell it. And she was quite upset about it. She actually said that they were looking to possibly go to court about this because I need some of my real rock star lawyers out there to tell me, like, what happens in this case. Can she still fight for that name even though she did not trademark it, but everybody knew that was the name that she was using? It always reminds me of Bling Bling. Okay, Lil Wayne being the one that created that term, or that, the song, the term, or whatever. But he never trademarked it, and so he always talks about how he lost so much money. I don't know. I think eventually the word was trademarked by somebody, but not Lil Wayne. So I'm wondering if it's like, is it something that she could actually fight for with Southern University over the name of that? Because now what happens is she have to change the name of her team. I mean, I guess they're the Fabulous Dancing Dolls now. You guys just let me know. Okay. But yeah, when you see the video of it, sis she is pissed. She was like, don't put that shit on the shirt. I was cracking up. People are saying that Southern was wrong for it, and I don't know. Does Southern even know about, I mean, they obviously knew because they trademarked it, but yeah. Y'all, what y'all think about all of that? I don't know if she's even able to sell the merchandise with Dancing Dolls on there. Like, how does all that work? Like I said, my real rock star lawyers out there, the ones that's, well-versed in trademarks, I need you guys to let us know. But yeah, Coach Dancing Dolls was like, not so fast. Did I say Coach Dancing Dolls? Or did I? Coach Diana of the Dancing Dolls. All right, you guys, your girl Caitlyn Jenner, she was on the Pivot podcast. I was like, we have been hearing a lot about this podcast, okay? And you guys actually tell me that the podcast is really good, even though there have been times when they've said, some silly things that, ultimately the show is pretty good. I mean, they've had some big names on there. So they had Caitlyn Jenner on there. And she was talking to them about transgenderism, just her life and things that she has an opinion on. And she said that she was concerned with the amount of attention that the trans community is getting. And she feels like because it's such a popular in thing to do, that she kind of feels like it's more of a fad, like people are considering themselves transgender when they really aren't. And she doesn't like that. Okay. She actually compared it to a time back in the 70s when she was before she transitioned and she was Bruce Jenner. She said that she had came out that she was, she told people that she was dyslexic. All of a sudden it was like a big buzzword, and now all of a sudden parents were testing their kids and thinking that their kids were all dyslexic when some of them just was not learning, okay, and did not actually have this disability. But she said that it got so big that it became like a fad and everybody was dyslexic and all that. So she kind of compared it to that. All right. I was just like, not really the same thing, but I guess she was just trying to say that went viral and now this. I don't really know what to say. I don't have an opinion on this because I'm not part of the transgender community. I do have some rock stars that are transgender, however, and I would like to hear what you guys think about that. My feeling is, yeah, there may be more and more people that consider themselves transgender now or wanting to go through the transition and all, but it might also be because it is more acceptable. Maybe we've had a lot of people that consider themselves transgender, but they've had to be hiding away because it wasn't acceptable. So they, were doing things in the closet, and now that it's more acceptable, we have big stars now that are transgender, that, now these people feel comfortable to come out and live their life fully as a transgendered person. That could be very well the reason why we have more people that are transgender. And at least that's how I kind of see it, but I might be wrong. That's why I'm asking some of my transgender rock stars out there. You guys can let me know if Caitlyn has a point. Okay. Is that what's really happening out there? It's the same thing when you start hearing, is it the same thing when you start hearing people say that they're gay? And then next thing you know, now they not gay no more. They was just going through a phase. I know some women that have thought that they might be lesbians until they tried it and was like, yeah, that lesbian thing is not for me. Okay. So it's just sort of like, is it something that people are just trying, or is this really true? I feel like if it's transgender, that seems like that's more of a deeper feeling. Like you really, there would definitely be some turmoil within when you are living in a body that you don't believe you should have, So I don't know if that's something that's going to be considered a fad, or you know what I'm saying? You guys understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying we would do better just hearing from some of our transgender rock stars out there, and you guys just letting us know if this is indeed a fad. Do you also get concerned when you just hear about it looks like everybody is trying to be transgender? First of all, everybody ain't trying to be transgender. I don't know that many people that's just like, you know what, I'm gonna be transgender because I keep on seeing it. All right. So y'all let me know. Is it just a viral sensation right now, or is it really real? All right, you guys. So next story up, let's talk about CoraJakes. CoraJakes is TD Jakes' oldest daughter. Back in January of this year, she put out a statement saying that she and her husband of some years were getting a divorce, that it was a personal matter, and that, they would appreciate if people respected their privacy, as, she tried to move on and make sure she took care of her kids and that. So let them deal with this matter privately. All right. Now it has come out that the reason that they may have been getting this divorce is because her husband, 33-year-old Richard Brandon Coleman, apparently he had been convicted, or he's been charged with continuous sexual abuse of a young child or children. Okay. And apparently it seems that Coleman has been sexually abusing their oldest adopted daughter. Now, I believe that CoraJakes has been very vocal about adoption. She was having issues, I guess, having children. I don't know if she has natural children from her own, of her own, or if she's adopted all of her children. However, she does have an older, she does have an adopted daughter, and apparently he has been charged with inappropriately touching this young lady, or this young girl, I should say, and up to and possibly including having sexual intercourse with the young girl. So I'm assuming that is the reason that she has gotten a divorce. There's a whole lot of other stuff. Because I didn't know anything about this story. I kind of looked at some things on Instagram. There are people on Instagram that, mothers that are crying, saying that Cora and her husband had manipulated her because she was homeless and couldn't take care of her child. So, that they took her child and ended up adopting the child, and now she can't see the child. And so there's other stories that's going on. They did say young children. I'm not sure if I know she has adopted boys as well. I'm not sure if the boys have been involved in this as well. Right now, they're just saying that the oldest daughter, has been sexually abused by the husband. And you guys already know how we feel about that. Pedophiles, rapists, child molesters. We just don't have sympathy for none of them. So if he is guilty for that, then he needs to go to jail and stay in jail. Because for you to prey on defenseless child or children, girls or boys, it doesn't matter. We already know that those kind of things that happen to these young kids, it turns out adults that have issues. Okay. And so the fact that he started them out on this path at such a young age, and doing something that the kids don't deserve, the motherfucker need to go to jail. I mean, that's just really it. I did see his mugshot. I'm not sure if he's still in jail. I think there was a $50,000 bond that was up for him, and I'm not sure if he's gotten out or not, but sickening, just gross. I just never will understand why these men, is just grown women. I mean, I know it's not for me to understand, because people have something is fucked up in their brain, so they have attractions or whatever for these young ass kids that's not even developed and all, and I'm sure there's many other reasons why people prey on young kids as well. Control, to scare them. I mean, there's all kind of sick reasons why people do that. So I don't have any sympathy for Richard Brandon Coleman. There are people that are saying that she was aware that this was going on, and I would pray that that's not the case. I'm hoping that this woman was protecting her children, and that in the most, in the way that she was able to protect them the most is by getting this divorce and getting away from him once she found out about it. So I'm hoping that when she found out, she put those things into action. But terrible. So hopefully that child or those children that were affected are getting the counseling and the love and all of the help that they can to get through this. And hopefully if Richard Brandon Coleman is guilty, boy needs to go to jail. And then last lastly, you guys, congratulations are in order to Rihanna, Riri, our girl, and her boyfriend. Is it fiance, child? ASAP Rocky. We still trying to get, we just still trying to accept him in. But, if she like it, we love it, I guess. But congratulations are in order to them. On May 13th, they welcomed a bouncing baby boy. We do not have the name of that young baby just yet. She actually didn't even let us know that she had the baby until almost a week later on May 19th. Did I say May 13th or March 13th? It was May 13th, y'all. And then she let us know on May 19th that she had the baby. So she had the baby for about a good week, just so that she and her family can love on the baby without having to deal with the press and, everybody trying to get a picture of her and baby or whatever. Okay. So, and TMZ announced it. People Magazine confirmed it. And Riri is now a mother. I'm so happy for her, you guys. I just love me some Rihanna. Can't wait to see the little baby. What we think the baby name is? What's ASAP Rocky's real name? Is it something like Rashad or something like that? Rakim. Rakim. So let's see. Rihanna and Rakim, we can name him, I can't think of a name that mixes both of them. Child, I don't know. But whatever the baby's name is, we know it's going to be something cute. Can't wait to see the bouncing baby boy. I'm sure he's going to be beautiful because both ASAP Rocky and Rihanna are very good looking people. Actually, ASAP Rocky looks like a woman to me. So I'm sure that baby going to be something cute. We're going to see when the baby come on down, but congratulations to the guys, I gotta go. My lunch break is over and I've got to go to a meeting. Okay, we do this every single week. Even though we didn't do it last week, I did miss you guys, but Rocky is back. Okay, we do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back.